rare and hot. It is very, very hot. I got some brand new wizard juice, a new formula right here, baby, because that Michael Keaton Batman from the upcoming Flash movie, are you kidding me? We're gonna dive into that within this episode for sure. How rare is this gonna be? How rare is this gonna be? Oh, they're gonna pump so many areas because it's Michael Keaton. It's an older Michael Keaton, right? Just like so many of the Cad Bane, just like so many of the DX-27, just like so many of the Ahsoka, the Purge Trooper, the Black Adam, the Green Goblin, the Doc Ock. Listen, are some of these grails already? Should you pre-order some of these figures even before you get the almost gone or low stock remaining warning? Some of these aren't even getting some of those warnings. They're just going on wait lists. What's going on in the secondary market? Is this new wizard juice, this new formula giving me extra powers? It's telling me it tastes like Drax is coming. Like another Gamora is coming. Like Bail Organa is coming. Let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. And welcome everyone to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at 6 Scale Cantina. And just in case you don't know just who I am the Dark Jedi Aries Tarrington, about to serve up all the 6 Scale Hot Toys talk. So please go ahead and smash that like button. I so do very much appreciate your support. And hey, while you're at it, please also go ahead and subscribe to the Cantina. Again, thank you so much for your support. Whoa. Dudes and dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing this up here? Let me take the cat right out of the bag right now. Is it possible that the Dark Jedi is 100% going to get this Michael Keaton Batman? And I say, yes. Wow. This is stunning. Absolutely incredible. Incredible. And pulling this up onto the screen, as we look at how wonderful, and this is like so freaking exciting. When you talk about this upcoming Flash movie, and you're talking about the brand new Guardians of the Galaxy, are we going to be getting figures like we got in the quantity anyway and quality? We're gonna have to see with some of these releases from No Way Home, but kind of like that. Gosh, we got Doc Ock, we're getting the Green Goblin, we're getting Electro, we're getting a base of the Lizard, getting a base of the Sandman, we're getting Tobey Maguire, we're getting Andrew Garfield, of course, your regular figures. But my goodness gracious, already getting this. And look at this head sculpt here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is just stunning. Stunning. And as we're looking at how stunning, I cannot wait to get this Batman. Many of you know I already got my DX-19, and I'm looking for the Ben Affleck version with the whole head sculpt. I'm telling you right now, how rare is this figure going to be? When you go ahead and you put it up against the DX-20 and 21 Ahsoka, or the DX-27 Obi-Wan Kenobi, or the Green Goblin, either version that's already on waitlist, but hasn't come out yet, from Spider-Man No Way Home, or against Electro Jamie Foxx, or against Valkyrie, or against Gore, or against Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett. Goodness gracious. Separate rolling eyeball function. And just like all of those figures, doesn't matter about the character. Doesn't matter about the character. And this isn't even the Flash. You could say he's the main character if you want, but it's going to be the Flash that's the main character. I'm telling you right now, doesn't matter who it is. It could be Iron Man. It could be Batman. It could be Spider-Man. It could be Darth Vader. It could be Luke. It could be Ahsoka. They're just not making the same amount of production as they once were. The same amount of production numbers. They're just not. They're just not. And should you go ahead and pre-order this figure right now if you absolutely want it? So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I 1,000. God, this is so good. 1,000% getting this figure. And I think for those that pre-order as a way of budgeting, as a way of keeping track of your money, and it's what you do, don't stop. And obviously, if there's a figure you're going to get, absolutely do it. For me, and I don't do it that way, I'm not going to pre-order it right now, but I am going to pay attention to my own channel, 6 Scale Cantina. And I'm going to pay attention to the trends. And I'm going to pay attention to the time frame, anywhere between 4 to 5 to 6, 7, 8 months. These are lasting, and then they're going away. Doesn't matter the character. It could be this character. It could be Sam Jackson, Mace Windu. Could be Cad Bane. Could be the third sister, the Grand Inquisitor. Could be Obi-Wan Kenobi. It doesn't matter who it is. Could be Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield. It could be Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. It could be The Rock. It could be the Green Goblin. It could be Doc Ock. It could be Electro. It can be whatever. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. And as soon as I feel it's getting close enough in that time frame, God, this is so nice. I am 1,000% going to put down my NRD on this. I am no longer going to be waiting for the bargain bin. You know, I was listening to some comments the other day. There was something that went on special. I think it was a special discount. The 40th anniversary Luke Skywalker, the Snow Speeder pilot outfit. And yeah, it was great to be able to wait for it to be whatever price it is in the secondary market. I'm going to be showing you that kind of stuff here. Are you going to be able to do that with a figure like this? Are you going to be able to do that with a figure like the Green Goblin? Are you going to be able to do that with the upcoming Hugh Jackman Wolverine figure? Are you going to be able to get it for $150, $170? And I say, no way. If you're thinking that's going to happen, I'm thinking you're going to be severely let down. It's possible. Man, this looks so good. But with the trends that I'm seeing and the differences that I'm seeing, this is so good. So good. Wow. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Look at this figure. Absolutely sensational. Rare and hot. And I'll tell you, if this only goes up there for as long as Wave 1 of Attack of the Clones talking about Star Wars, phew, look at that. Wow, I cannot wait to get this figure. Look at that. Look at this with this modern suit. Absolutely. Let's blow that up. That is just, oh man. That is fantastic. If you're a Batman fan, if you're a Michael Keaton fan, look at this here. Newly developed, detailed Batsuit with great articulation. They put in great articulation. Wow. And it certainly does look like it is great articulation for sure. My goodness gracious. This is, I mean, and look at that. Look at that here. Typical with the Batmans that you get. You're going to be able to swap out the different, facial expressions. That looks absolutely This is a coffee spiller in in my view right now, maybe one of the greatest Hot Toys figures thus far. I mean, that head sculpt is blowing me away. This suit looks sick. Sick. 100% getting this figure. That cape, wow. I want to get to now. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, and look at everything. This modern suit, wow. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Fantastic for sure. 1/6 scale, collectible figure, separate roll of eyes function, newly developed detail bat suit with great articulation. With you get this first edition, this exclusive accessory. I like it. LED light up figure base. Are you kidding me? That is super sweet. Wow. Super sweet. Super sweet. So you have to wonder just how rare is this figure? How rare is this figure going to be? I'm going to show you some stuff here coming up here very, very shortly that's going to answer that question. You've got clone pilots and clone troopers right now selling for over $350 within the secondary market. You have got the DX Ahsoka. You have got the R2-D2. You've got them selling well over the retail price. Why? Same thing with the Purge Trooper. Why? And boy, didn't that throw everybody for a loop. I mean, let's just be honest. We're like, oh, yeah, the Purge Trooper. Unlike the DX-20 and unlike the DX-21 Ahsoka, it didn't go on waitlist prior to the final production photos. It must be safe. Then a couple of days later or a week later, getting messages, hey, Aries, that Purge Trooper is gone. And you have to wonder, is the same thing going to happen with this figure here? And I say, I'm not sure. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. I actually think that this Sylvie figure is... It came out really, really nice. Super, super, super sweet. I think it's sensational, to be quite honest with you. Really, really nice looking. I think a fantastic head sculpt. I think the likeness is right on. I think the final production photos here not only match the prototype, maybe a little bit better than the prototype as well. How rare is she going to be if she goes the way of the Purge Trooper? How is that Purge Trooper doing? How rare is she going to be in comparison if she doesn't, if she stays in stock, when you compare her to Valkyrie that's already on waitlist, or Reva that's already on waitlist, or Mighty Thor that's already on waitlist, or Gore that's already on waitlist, or Wolverine, or the Green Goblin, or Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, or the KX Enforcer droid, which are all already on waitlist. I think it's time for me to show you some data here. So right here, starting with Star Wars, you can see just back from really a few days ago, this Princess Leia, $550, best offer accepted. Gosh, even if you want to say $50 was off, let's do that. $500, not including the $18.63 in shipping, not including taxes. Wow. Princess Leia is hot within the secondary market. And again, a rare figure to find in new or good condition, outstanding seller. 351 feedback, all 100% positive. Leia continues to be a grail for Hot Toys with Star Wars. Let's continue and go to some more. How about staying with A New Hope? How about Hot and Chewbacca? And no best offer needed. And from a seller, just 29 feedback, but all 100% positive, $1,100. Free shipping, but $1,100 used, baby. Used. Wow. And a plethora of pictures as well that they put up over here. Gosh. So really, really good job by the seller. But Han and Chewie on the market value chart for Star Wars at 6scalecantina.com. And if you don't have that bookmarked, go ahead. Go to 6scalecantina.com. That's my website. And you'll see on the Star Wars market value chart, this is over $1,000. And you could just see used here, sold for $1,100. Wow. Let's go to another figure here. And we will go to, sticking with Star Wars, Tarkin. Wow. From an outstanding seller, 351 feedback. All 100% positive. $575. $575. So even if you want to take $75 off this, $500, not including the 1863, not including taxes. Wow, that is absolutely insane for a Tarkin figure. Low supply. Low supply equals high demand. Let's get out of Star Wars. How about something that's super duper hot right now as well? Marvel, Guardians of the Galaxy. And you can see here from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. So this is very, very important. Volume 1. MMS 355. Look at this up on the screen for Drax. $610. Wow, with 19 bids. And do you really have to wonder if Hot Toys is going to put out a Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I don't have to wonder, baby. I already heard from the Hot Toys wizard, my friends, that Drax is imminent. Plus, if you saw that the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 tees from Hot Toys, Drax was in that banner. And when you're talking about figures that I show on my banner for this show right here, figures where they're just not coming out with numbers like they used to. They've made adjustments because of this volatile global economy I'm living in. You're living in. We're all living in. And all also means Hot Toys and their distributors and resellers. Everyone's making adjustments. And whether it's this Mantis here, which you could see right now, along with the She-Hulk, both of those figures have low stock remaining warnings right now on SideshowCollectibles.com. The Cobb Vanth, as you can see on the screen, already gone. That one you can join the waitlist, though. I joined the waitlist for that one. And you can see here, Fennec Shand. No warning right now. No nothing right now. Should you pre-order that? Is the Fennec Shand going to go contrary to where everything else has gone over the last several months? We're going to talk about that in a second. This Drax, though, 100%, you're getting another Drax from Hot Toys for the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. You heard it right here. From the Hot Toys wizard's friend, the Dark Jedi, Ares Tarrington. Wow. And you know, let's go to some more right now. As if he didn't go for enough to begin with. And let's go to Gamora here. And from Volume 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And you can see this here up on the screen. Just back from May 17th. Another outstanding seller. 320 feedback. All 100% positive. $370. Not including the 18 in shipping. Not including taxes. Wow. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Hot Toys puts out yet another Gamora from this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? And I say yes. I say yes, my friends. I absolutely say yes. Going to some more on here. More of these. And look, I'm bringing this up because this is very, very telling. KX Enforcer Droid came out. KX Enforcer Droid has been waitlisted. How is K2SO reacting to the KX Enforcer Droid? Look, one feeding off the other. And now, is it possible that the KX Enforcer Droid is rare like K2SO? And I say, look right here, $460. Wow, not including the $21.31 in shipping. An outstanding seller, 5,801 feedback, all 100% positive. Very, very, very interesting. And, you know, how hot will the KX Enforcer Droid be? Will it be as hot as, let me pull this up here on the screen, this Throbbing? And as I bring Throbbing up, and you can see here from an outstanding seller, Hawk Wars Toys, wow, now 1,620 feedback, all 100% positive. My goodness gracious. Congratulations there, Ray, hitting 1620. That's a great milestone. Hawk Wars Toys, a seller I do buy from frequently, and outstanding. Highly, highly recommend him. Tell him Aries sent you. However, look at this, though. Only $186.50. Not including the $25 in shipping. Not including taxes. Why? Too much stock. Too much stock. And let me tell you and show you something else. When you're asking, when I'm asking you about the thing about the KX Enforcer Droid, I will bring this up onto the screen so you can digest this on some of this stuff going on. How about something that just came out, but already on waitlist before it came out? Like this MMS 647 Clone Trooper from the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. $375 for a Clone Trooper. Are you kidding me? 69 bids, not including the $32 in shipping. That goes over $400. Not including taxes. That goes well over $400. Gosh. A lot of these figures are going to act differently. Some will have an Arena suit effect, and some are going to have a chrome-plated Clone Trooper effect where it just stays at retail or slightly over. But it is a far, 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 far cry than some of these other figures that there's just too much abundant of stock over. Another run from Hawk Wars, there's Black Widow. $145. And 50 cents. But you can pull this up over here, and here is an R2-D2, and this is just incredible. All over the place. Not from Hong Kong resellers, but from U.S. sellers selling these all day long at $300 plus. Wow. And you can see here from an outstanding seller, $54,499. $99. Wow. With feedback. The economy ain't that bad yet, baby. 54,499 feedback. All 100% positive. Gosh, this is a far cry. This is a far cry, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. It really, really is. It's just real interesting. I can pull this up onto the screen. And, I mean, and this figure goes for over $400. And this was new from an outstanding seller. Just from last week. 205 feedback. All 100% this is Iron Man. Mark 85. Regular version. Brand new. You see, I'm seeing listings all the time. At $255. I could go pick up this or the battle damage version for $250 to $300 in the secondary market. All day long right now. But it's going to cost me more for Attack of the Clones R2-D2. It just is. It is. It's going to cost me more for the DX20, DX21 Ahsoka Tano. It just is. And you have to wonder, you know, is it going to cost me more, you know, as I try to find these up on the screen, is it going to cost me more for this figure? And this is stunning. I mean, this is simply stunning. I mean, let me blow it up just a little bit and bring it this way. But man, I mean, Padme, and I'll pull it up on this screen on the banner right here. You can see it right here. Absolutely gorgeous figure. And the first Padme we're going to get for Star Wars has rolling eye function. And this looks hot, my friends. I mean, this looks hot. And you know, that's the question. This is the wonder. I mean, is this going to be going for like that Iron Man? Or going for like that Black Widow? Or going for like that Lando? Or that Luke Skywalker 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back? And I tell you what, I think it's going to be different between each character. But rare and hot, I say yes. Look at the DX20 and DX21 Ahsoka Tano. You know, right now, all day long, these are selling for the retail price, and many times $20 to $50, and sometimes more over that, all over. Whether it's from Hong Kong or whether it's from the US or Europe, all over the place, because it's already on wait list. But you have to wonder, when the Ahsoka series, they start hyping that up, and more trailers start coming out, and it actually, the Ahsoka series starts, is it possible that figure could just become a grail? And I say, yes, it's possible. You have to look at the character and some different things. Do I think that the already sold out chrome-plated Chrome Trooper that they came out with last year, that kind of goes for retail, but sometimes $20 to $50 more. Could that be a grail in 3, 4, 5 years? I look at some of the troopers and some of the things like that, some of the rare ones. I don't think so, but it's certainly possible. But it'll certainly always be over retail. You'll always be able to get your money back at it. Maybe $100 over. But, will the DX20, DX21 Ahsoka Tano, can it be like the Arena Suit Boba Fett? I say yes. Is it guaranteed that it's going to be? No. But I think that version of Ahsoka from The Mandalorian Season 2, and it being a DX, that may be the last one of its kind. Is it going to sell? Can it sell for this price here? You can see here, Hawk Wars Toys again. $445, not even a best offer, just sold. Just sold last week. $445 new, Arena Suit Boba Fett, CMS 011. Now, are they making this Padme in the same numbers as the Arena Suit Boba Fett? How about that Cobb Vanth? How about that She-Hulk? How about that Mantis? And if you're looking at the trends that are going on in the secondary market right now, if you're looking at the trends that are going on in the primary market, if you look at what's going on at comic shops, other online resellers, secondary market resellers, online retailers, what prices are they offering you these figures that are in stock? What deals are you getting right now for figures that have long been in stock? What will the adjustments do? I think the days of a continual bargain bin, waiting for the bargain bin, are long, long over. I think adjustments have been made. And I think the adjustments continue to evolve. Why do I think adjustments have been made? Well, because there's so many figures that are just hitting waitlist well before they're due to come out. Well before they're due to come out. And figures like this aforementioned KX Enforcer Droid, as I pull that up onto the screen. And I showed you the K2SO. And this one, the waitlist is full. Keep an eye on it. It could open up, but you want to talk about K2SO now is rising back up. And look, I mean, waitlist is full on this figure. This is what's going on. And no matter, I could pull this up, and this is Wolverine. How hot is this figure going to be? And possibly the best Hugh Jackman head sculpt in 6 scale ever. Waitlist, whether it's the deluxe version, or the exclusive deluxe version, or the regular exclusive version, or the collector edition. It's on waitlist. I'm on the waitlist for this particular piece. I absolutely 100% want this piece. I believe it's going to, my wait list is going to convert. And, do I need to actually put my NRD down on this figure if I want it? Or do I need to put my NRD down on that She-Hulk if I wanted her? Or do I need to put my NRD down on the last remaining Cad Bane version? Because pulling this up onto the screen, the collector edition, which is the $270 version, has hit waitlist. But the deluxe version has not yet. Do I roll the dice and see that this will come out in stock? And if I roll the dice am I going to be dealing with a situation possibly like this with this clone trooper? And it's an interesting question to ponder. What I'm seeing is, for a lot of these figures so far that have hit waitlist before they've been released, they have been going above the retail price. Resellers, many of them anyway, have been capitalizing on being able to get that extra money because the figure is harder to find. And is it possible that you're going to be able to get it just at a regular retail? Sure. I can see many of these just, especially at the beginning. Oh, okay, I got it for the same price that it was. But there's only a limited amount. And I think you're going to have to make your decision quicker than what you have done so in the past. At least I am anyway. While nobody really knows if some of these figures that are rare are going to be rare, is it rare $300 tier range? You know, is it rare kind of like that? Or is it rare $400 tier range? Okay, so it's going to be $400 tier. Or is it rare $500 tier range? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Or is it going to be rare $600 tier range, $700 tier range, so on and so forth? I don't know, you don't know, we don't know until the market settles and we see. And will they make the same amount of this Mantis as Padme? Or will they make the same amount of She-Hulk as Fennec or Casca Reeves? Or will they make the same amount of the William Dafoe Green Goblin, any version, as Cobb Vanth? And will they make the same amount of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Black Adam, as Gore? And will they make the same amount of Ahsoka as the third sister Reva? And if I would have asked you this question before the Ahsoka got a low stock warning and hit waitlist, most people would have said to me, oh, they're going to wait way more. Ahsoka's huge. Ahsoka has her own series. There's no way. You know, in my view, I think it doesn't matter the popularity of the character. Shoot, all the DX versions of Darth Vader, okay, the DX-28, 3 out of the 4 are already waitlisted. And the DX-27, the counterpart to that, and say what you want about that head sculpt, that it's going to come out fantastic. But the counterpart, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know, the main character of the series, that's gone. And I'm telling you right now, the remaining version of the DX-28 is also going to be gone before it comes out. And if they're not making excessive Obi-Wans and excessive amounts of that Darth Vader and excessive amounts of C-3PO from the Attack of the Clones, for instance, staying with Star Wars, is it possible then that they're not going to make an excessive amount? It doesn't matter what the character is. It could be from Iron Man to Mantis. It could be from Darth Vader and Luke to the Grand Inquisitor or some character that you think is not as popular as Vader and Luke. And the thing is nobody really knows, but the way it's pointing to right now, some of these figures could get up to, hello there, the status of this figure. You know, the deluxe version of this Obi-Wan Kenobi is over a $600 tier range average at 6scalecantina.com market value chart, according to the market value chart. Okay? The non-deluxe version is over $500. Are every one of these figures going to get like that? Are they going to get like the Arita Suit Boba Fett? Are they going to move like this Clone Trooper or the Clone Pilot? Are they going to move like R2-D2 right now? Some will. I think some will be right at retail. But once these start to sell out, they sell out from this company, that company, gone, gone, gone. That's it. And then you got a whole bunch of new figures coming out. And then you'll get more and more collectors that will come into this hobby. And do you have a year, 2 years to wait? So what I think that you think I'm going to tell you is, you don't. But do you? Well, what do you mean, Aries? Well, I mean, do you? Can you wait a couple of years? And the answer is not as clear. Nobody really knows for sure. And with so many of these that are hitting waitlist and are gone, there has been some evidence and some data and some trends in the past where some of these figures could just get reissued. Is it possible, like the Attack of the Clones Yoda, that because of this interesting situation that maybe some of these figures could just straight up be reissued in 12 months? 18 months? 36 months? Years? You have to wonder. Nobody really knows. Could you wait a couple years? And going beyond that, how about a 2.0 of these figures? Are people that have been waiting for a dark side Anakin, is it going to pay off for them? Because we're going to get another version of a dark side Anakin from the Mandoverse, from the Filoni, Chow, and Favreau verse on Disney Plus? I would think at this point, that's a gamble I'd be willing to take. You know, I could pull this up onto the screen right now and show you from an outstanding seller what a dark side Anakin just went for. And do I think this would have went for more if they had more than 28 feedback? Yes. But all 100% positive. But just back from May 21, $765. Not including the $15.45 in shipping, not including taxes. Well over $800 for a dark side Anakin. Do I think that you could wait and you're going to get another version from Hot Toys of Darth Vader before he put his suit on? And I want you to think about what I asked there. Another version of Darth Vader before he's put his suit on. We only got one. And while you're thinking about that, I want to ask you, how many versions of Iron Man do you have? And tell me all you want that Darth Vader ain't Iron Man. He's Darth Vader, though. That's the Dark Lord of the Sith. Honestly, I don't believe you're going to get this exact version at this point. And I think that this one will always have a special place. Much like the DX07 Luke has a special place. Many figures have a special place. But I believe there's not a chance in hell that we don't get another version of Darth Vader without his suit. We're going to get one. The question is, will it have the red eyes? Will it not have the red eyes? Will it have rolling eyes function? Will the hair be slightly different? Will the head sculpt be slightly different? Will it come with a different base? Will it come with different accessories? Will it be part of a 2-pack? Will it be with the Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary? Would it be from the Obi-Wan series? Would it be from the upcoming Ahsoka series. You have to wonder. And nobody really knows. But do I think you could hold back? I say yes. Do you have to hold back? No. I mean, I bought this figure. And I know that eventually it'll come out again. But I'll be quite frank with you. I really don't want to freaking wait. But that's my choice. But for other figures, I will wait. Cheers. Pause. What did I just do there? Other figures I will wait. You said Aries, but certain figures you won't wait. Right, because this is a must for me. Where Quill, I'd like to have it. I spilled my coffee over it. I'm holding back from it. Why? I'm budgeting. I'm figuring it out. I'm putting my money where my absolute spirit and heart is. Could I wait for this or other versions of this? Yes. Do I want a Revenge of the Sith because of what that movie meant to me and what Ewan McGregor meant for me on there? Gotta have the figure. Am I going to get the Clone Wars version of Obi-Wan and put that head sculpt on this and put this head sculpt on the Clone Wars one? Yes, I am going to do that. I really, really am. And for some of these other figures that are coming out, like, for instance, let's look at the iterations of R2, staying with Star Wars. Let's look at the iterations of C-3PO. I know I can wait. You want to talk about a waiting game. Because people were talking about, oh, let's play the waiting game. These are going to go on discount. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. However, can you play the waiting game for another version using the same mold? Yes. You already got that with the C-3PO. And if you don't want the Return of the Jedi one or the Attack of the Clones one, just wait. You'll get a Revenge of the Sith one. You'll get a lot of C-3POs if you want to. There's going to be some collectors who are like, no, I need the Mark 50. I need the Mark 85. I need the Battle Damage Mark 85. I need Boba Fett on the throne, which I did. And I need a Boba Fett 2-pack, which I do, and I have them both. So I'm not going to be able to play that game with that. But for some people, and for me, honestly, I don't need every version of C-3PO, and I love C-3PO, but it doesn't have a head sculpt. I just need a Hot Toys version of C-3PO, and just a couple are going to be just fine. Unless they gave me a C-3PO from the Phantom Menace, then, well, that's a whole different story. Well, we'll certainly do that. Or they give me a C-3PO with a tribute to Anthony Daniels and I get a head sculpt. I'll definitely do that, baby. Put your money where your heart is, where you want to put it. And for some figures like these here, whether it's Fennec, Padme, this Mantis, whenever the new Gamora gets announced, which is going to be coming up here in the upcoming weeks and months, or She-Hulk, I would absolutely reserve it. Because otherwise, you're going to be paying the prices that I'm showing you. If they're not that needed for you, and it's not that important to you, and you can wait, I don't really need that, but I'd like to get it eventually. See how it does in the secondary market. Wait it out. Just wait it out. You know, a lot of these figures, they're going to have other versions that are going to come out. And there's going to be other opportunities in the future. If you don't need it right this second, you don't just have to wait for the bargain bin. You can wait for another version to come out. However, one particular version could become just a grail. It doesn't matter if they come out with a different version of the figure. There's ones that could just be grails. And there's some collectors, and I'm like that with certain versions, where I want that specific version. And even though I can go ahead and get basically the same thing in another version, I still need the older one. Well, that's fine too. But for those that don't care about that, These are just options. Anyway, please go ahead and smash that like button. I so do very much appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe right now to 6 Scale Cantina. I know that I usually come out with Drunk on Coffee during the week here on a Thursday, but you got the Market Chart Show. You're going to get another Market Chart Show, same time, same station, this coming weekend, Memorial Day weekend. And will I be live on Memorial Day, same time, same station, 6 Scale Raw at 8:15 p.m. Eastern? Because what you going to do when the Dark Jedi goes 6 Scale Raw on Memorial Day on you? Yeah, you get me on a holiday. I'm going to be here, baby. I'm going to be here. Sorry that I missed you this past week. Absolutely. Sorry I missed you on that. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to bookmark 6scalecantina.com as well. And I'm pulling that up onto the screen. I'm going to be coming out with a ton of new insider videos that are going to be coming up. You can see the latest video before this, Drunk on Coffee, from last week. If you didn't watch this yet, when Star-Lord came out, I really did a deep dive into this. Are we getting Yondu? Yes. Are we getting Adam Warlock? Come on. You got to check that out. But you can see right here, if you want to join the channel, I do appreciate your support. It's cheaper, baby, than a dozen eggs in most places. Just one tier. It's a cheap one tier. One tier is all. You get all the benefits. I got a ton of stuff up over the next week and over the holiday weekend. All you insiders that are insiders, get ready for a bunch of stuff. And you could get a sampling right here. I put all kinds of cool stuff up on here. You don't want to miss any of these videos. All you have to do, besides believe, is just come to 6scalecantina.com, take a look at some of this stuff, click the little join button in the channel, see everything that it comes with. If you think you could benefit from it, I do appreciate your support to be a Cantina Insider and join the channel. You could also get these really cool mugs right here too. 6 Scale Cantina mugs. I don't always drink new formula wizard juice out, but when I do, baby, I do it right here at 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Question.